All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another market and trade review. We are back completely full-time again. I apologize for the hiatus. I had a little one join the family, and so took a couple weeks off to help out with that and get in the groove, and we are back and rolling in the groove with the little one. I've been trading a little bit here and there on the side, and we'll jump into that and take a look at the market. If you're new here, it's a good one to come back on. We make one of these every day after the market closes. Like I said, took a little break because we had the new baby, but mom and baby are healthy and well, so we're back. If you don't have Webull already, which is the exchange that we use to trade on, there is a link for free stock in the description of this video. Go ahead and click on that link and sign up for Webull and deposit as little as $1, and you can get up to $3,000 worth of free shares. So it's a good thing. If you don't know, we have been doing a 10K paper account challenge, and currently the account is sitting at 16.5. So we went down for a little bit there. I think account dropped as low as like $6,000 and then slowly worked it back up. Some irresponsible trading, impatience on my part in the way of wanting to grow this quicker. And then I would get some things and give them away. A couple times actually this account was up at 17 grand, and then so higher than this, I think maybe even 18 grand, and then back down. I was trading it here and there a little bit while taking care of the baby. So that is where we are at right now, and we're fully locked back in, taking these trades how they should be. And we're on our way to who knows how far we'll take it. If you are new to this channel, from January of last year till the beginning of March, we took an account from 30K to 216K over the course of that 2-month period. And then the question was, okay, can we do this again? Because the market conditions most likely will change. And that is exactly what happened potentially today, right? In that time period, we were on this massive bull run for the SPX and SPY, and the rest of the market, right? Just up, 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 up. Let's change the color on this. It looks a little bit angry in there. You could get a blue, maybe a purple. That's kind of retro. I like it. So we were on this massive bull run, right? Crazy AI bubble happening and things going, is it a bubble? Who knows? And we were on this trend right here. Let's go ahead and hide this for a second. We were on this trend line here following this up, and since November of 2023, we have not closed below this trend line. Call it which one, the 21 EMA, the 25 SMA, the bullish trend channel. All this ascending trend that has been happening without question. This is the first time since November of last year that we have closed below that trade, and the day looked just like this. We gapped up at open, and we were trying for new all-time highs, couldn't quite get it. Curled over, and the volume just started picking up, and we dumped all day from 5256 to 5146. You love to see it. Big move like that on SPX is blast a trade. Good time for sure. And I would love to see, right? We haven't seen a 2% correction since that November, right? The 2% correction hasn't come since then. So I would love to see it happen. Here's what I'm looking at on the daily, right? Go back and grab this chart open. Where do we go from here? Oh, shoot. That's the question, right? What's next up for all of this? Well, let me go ahead and grab this and change the color again. This is the Fibonacci retracement that I've charted on SPX, and we love the fib levels. If we follow fib levels, then the next level down we have is going to be way down here, below 5,000, which would be awesome. I'm going to change the song here. Awesome if we got down that far. I'm here for it if we do. I don't know if that's really going to happen, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it gets bought up tomorrow. So let's take a look at individual names and see where does the market go from here, right? QQQ has dropped below this trend before and gets bought back up. It is below it technically for QQQ, right? If we go from here, and grab a trend line like so. And we are below that as well, close below it, and there's lots of variations to that you could make like that. So Q's is going. Then some of the bigger names are showing weakness, right? Apple, of course, has been weak and just consolidating down here. People that are trading, long-term bulls at Apple and Tesla thought that, hey, maybe this is the bottom where we bounce, confirming the support down here on Apple of 168, of Tesla 162, 160 level, right? Tesla had a massive bullish engulfing candle yesterday right here, and into this gap, and then we gapped up, or then we opened up and ripped today at open, and that's what this looks like here. Just a big runner for Tesla all day, and people were probably like, hey, here we go, this is the bottom's in for Tesla, and then the whole rest of the market keels over. So Tesla and Apple especially on the daily, if Apple can break below this right here, this 168 level, and then get below 165, whoo, buddy. But it does look like something of, the beginning of maybe a head and shoulders. We'll see. Here's the head, shoulder. It's a little bit clearer on the weekly, right? So we shall see what happens there. It might fail. This could also be, a little bit of a flag that breaks down. There's a lot of different opportunities here and ways to look at it. Microsoft, however, lots of strength still, and has a long ways to go, has closed below the EMAs prior, had no problem getting back up above them. Amazon, same story, right? Meta as well. Netflix, also just a test of the trend line. So that's why I'm not fully convinced yet, but the fact that SPX is killing over is interesting. If we see follow through on these names, there isn't a lot of buyback and after hours, big things could happen. Google, right, same thing up here at these levels, although a big red day, nothing out of the ordinary that we haven't seen in a while. Now, where our heads should begin to turn is with the chips, which have been propping the market up. NVDA, for the first time since these massive earnings beats, and again at the beginning of the year, right, has closed below this for us, 21 EMA, it's probably a 25 SMA on some charts. But either way, this trend that it has been in, and with strength at that too. So we will see if this continues to fall. Up $3 after hours. AMD, a big red day, breaks below this trend line that we have been using as an ascending support in the past after it flipped back here. And now we have 163, 160 as a key level. SMCI, essentially tightening into a pendant. So we will see where those names go. Tesla we looked at, and AI nice and flat down here, along with some of the other mid-cap tech names that are going to see a lot of weakness as we get down to this area. Square, Shopify, Carvana, right? Things like that. Now, taking a look at crypto. Bitcoin didn't give two rips. In fact, it ripped today. And we bottomed at 65, 64 down here. It was that test. Everyone got scared, woke up a few days ago, and we filled the gap pretty quickly, right? So here's our gap down, right? And we're filling it nicely. And big strong day today, closed above the EMAs. I would love to see that continue. Coinbase doesn't get hit as hard because of that MicroStrategy, and the other miners as well don't suffer quite as hard as the rest of the market does overall. So there are a lot of opportunities here, right, to be traded. If the market decides it really wants to go, right, and starts to keel over, really, then you're going to see greater weakness out of weak names, such as Boeing, for example, such as Snow, right, and names like Adobe that have been relatively weak over the last little while for various reasons. Names like that are what you're going to want to watch for really, really strong shorts. And then if the big tech names decide they're going to go with them, then it's a big waterfall, right? Apple loses that key level. Microsoft starts to tip over. That's where you're going to see those. And then you start to look for industrials to keel over as well. So why all this, right? What's the reason behind all of this turnover in the market? And how do we play this, and how do we make profit from this opportunity, right? Well, let's take a look at this. So if you trade options like I do, then you are playing puts on this, right? Every day you're looking for failed breaks of resistance, of resistances, and then you're looking to short off those resistances down on the failed breaks to watch the trend continue. You're looking for continuation of lower highs and lower lows, right, to signal that the trend is going to continue. You're also going to be watching those individual names that highly affect the SPX, the SPY, the Qs, NASDAQ, right? And the reason for a lot of this is because there is probably a good chance we don't see any rate cuts this year. And when they had said that there may have been, and there's a large debate around that, right? And what's going to happen over on the Federal Reserve side? Are they going to cut rates? Are they going to keep rates or not? Then it's all based upon numbers, jobless numbers, inflation numbers, right? One good numbers report, and this could completely reverse and go back, and we could have a massive day and gap up like we've done multiple times in this bull run. So I am going to be looking to short this on the way down. I actually prefer shorting, and these correctionary periods that we have here are some of my favorite to trade. So go ahead and give me a follow. We're going to be covering this in depth as it plays out, and we watch the market turn over. We may not get it though. We might wake up tomorrow and everything was bought right back up. It's super possible. So appreciate all the love. Thank you guys for being patient while I was gone, taking care of the little one, and we will be back at it. Remember, if your goals and dreams don't scare you, probably not big enough.